from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Makes the quick grab. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Kentucky going quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Gamecocks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think on critical down and distances, when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage goal line going for it on fourth down, the left side is who they're going to be.
There's some room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The give. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying the left side. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kentucky right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The give from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hodges. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Hodges. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Kentucky going quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. The Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Black 14, go! Why did he go?
Back, moving toward the end zone, ball out! Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Escapes the pressure to his right. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Miles through the defense. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
force a return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Wiggles. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On to its attempt to try. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 15 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Cougars with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. He's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the third quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Give to the single back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Callow. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Has it, and he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Number 94 set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He's got him in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Under fire. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense.
Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to run, it's Callow. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the counter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
They're going to ride this running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On the ground, it's Callow. Snowed under by the defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Punch it out of the air. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The run inside. It's Callow. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Memorial in Norman. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Restatement Dave Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Gamecocks headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Sooners offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
You know, as I look at this team now, as we kind of gear ahead, David, and look forward to the college football playoff, I think this team has a chance. And the reason why is because of their offensive line and their ability to run the football. They can line up against top defenses in the country with the best players, and they can run the football, and they can get it done and out-physical people, and that's a huge key for them. It's such an advantage on offense when it all starts up front with the 5 guys like they have.
Especially when it gets later in the season, the games get harder, you get banged up, the weather changes, the physicality travels. On the road, at home, if you can run the football, if you can dominate up front, you got a chance to win the whole thing.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So South Carolina's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And, man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks. Like, what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off, you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Runs through a tackle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pocket breaking down. He's on the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The lone back's got it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And talking to the defensive coaches coming into this game, man, what do they talk about, guys? They talked about tackling. They've got to be good in space, not allow those little plays to turn into big ones. Early in this football game, they miss the mark. They don't tackle well. That's going to be a big thing to watch throughout this football game.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Ready. 1, 3.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the run. Makes the grab deep. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Hunt is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it and making a play down the field.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
The play-action fake. Got his man. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes a catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets...
Touchdown, Sooners! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 23 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Golden Hurricane in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back to your game in Norman. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the lone running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Tripped up for the tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Working the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he's knocked down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Oh, they're after him. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down.
Grabs it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. From inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be
looking long. Goes high to pull it in. Running free. Getting his offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking.
Might have a chance. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Dropping back, it's Humes. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On the move. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Strong, firm tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Fakes to grab, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Hands it off on the counter. Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. This time he wants to throw. Got his man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Getting set for the point after. Oh, he missed it. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
That's a kickoff.
Zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Where did he go?
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Fine.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll go right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Third and 6 yards to go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here we go, final play of the game right here. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt. But after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top 5 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate to prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Play fake, Williams. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's Williams. Right on the money. LSU will get a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
He leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Power football with the run. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Williams. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hands it off. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Got a man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside is 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking to the big tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I know he's gotten the height and the weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes the grab right down the middle. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Here's the heat. Trying to buy time. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time on target. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Williams to throw. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Pulls in the deep ball. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams will pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Williams trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Lofts one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa taking on the Army Black Knights. And it's the Golden Hurricane trying to push that win streak to 9 in a row. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ollie, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me their quarterback is really taking a pounding in that first half. I can visually see bumps, bruises, some blood on the uniform. They continue to evaluate him, but they've got to keep him clean here in the second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Runs through the tackle. They get the stop. It was 4-1, and they're still 1 yard away. A turnover on downs. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. LSU right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Going to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun match.
Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started.
There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
A quick pass to the left. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with it.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, Williams. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Williams on the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Makes the catch. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They're testing the right side here. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Barmore. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
This defense is electric. They have taken control of this game and helped give their team a big lead. Not only that, they can see they're getting to the quarterback. They keep saying...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Back to pass, it's Barmore. Zings it complete to the right. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Finds his big tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He goes right back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this